Hey, greetings, how are ya? This is Harry again, and I have a short story to tell ya. Last Friday, a Facebook friend chatted me on Messenger. She asked, Mr. Harry, have you run out of ideas about this your series, the vlog series that you titled Sunday Medicine? I kind of like it, I say, hold on. You kind of like it or you like it? Because you have to tell me with conviction before you inspire me. So do you like it or you kind of like it? She gave me LOL for laughing. Say, okay, I like it. How come you stopped it? So I said, all right, I'm going to show her that I do have ideas when it comes to things like that. And the first thing that came to mind was the phenomenon called speaking in tongues. The Christian phenomenon called speaking in tongues, also called glossolalia. That's what I want to talk about today. Speaking in tongue. That thing that hey who blah 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 koto makalaka chakataka who balakataka that especially Pentecostal Christians have turned into some kind of joke, if you ask me. Before you say Jack, a Facebook, a Pentecostal Christian pastor or even non-pastors will start, before they say one sentence of prayer, the next thing is who blakataka lakala who kakataka bakataka, and I say, what the heck is going on here? This person knows she or he is not speaking in tongues. They're just pretending to speak in tongue or in tongues, because that phenomenon is not something you do just as you wish. It is spiritual. The Holy Spirit has to fall on you. The Holy Spirit has to take hold of you, possess you before you can speak in tongues, because you don't even know what you're saying. But they have turned it into a joke. The contemporary Christian Pentecostal Christians have turned it into a joke. Before you say Jack, they're telling you who blah blah kataka ba hajakataka who yakata, talking absolute nonsense 99.999% of the time. Because yes, there is no quite absolute in anything as far as I'm concerned. There are still maybe 0.00001% real people out there who may actually honestly be possessed by the Holy Spirit, and they speak in tongues. Not all this rubbish that you hear every day. And what makes it even much more a joke, this is the reason why you must know that it's a big joke among Pentecostal Christian pastors and their ignorant followers. Especially in Nigeria, they have formed schools. They tell you can go to school to learn how to speak in tongues. What a nonsense. What hypocrisy. What blasphemy, actually. It's blasphemous for anybody to start saying that they will teach people to speak in tongues. It's all a lie. It's not possible. How do you teach somebody to be possessed by Holy Spirit? How? Is it possible? The Holy Spirit possesses you when you are in the right frame of mind, when you are in the right spirit. So please, all this nonsense about who they need to stop that madness. That's how Pentecostal Christians, scam their ignorant followers, telling them they are speaking in tongues because they are communicating with God, which is all a bunch of lies. 99.9999% of the people who you hear in Pentecostal Christianity speaking that rubbish called speaking in tongues is a bunch of bullish rubbish, a bunch of nonsense. Okay, it is not true. It doesn't happen, and you cannot teach anybody how to speak in tongues. It's not possible. So anybody who tells you they come to a school where they teach you in tongues, they are talking nonsense. So, my brethren in Pentecostal Christianity, please Stop being scammed by these monetized Christian pastors, these pastors who use you to make money and deceive you so much that you give them the last penny in your pocket because you are buying Holy Spirit, or you are buying blessings, or you are sowing seeds. You sow seed into their pocket so that they feed their families and take their families to school, while your farm is completely barren. No seeds to sow because you are broke. You don't have money. Okay? So that is Sunday medicine from Harry Agena. And you know my Sunday medicine, though it sounds more religious than anything else, but yes, it's a little bit of religion involved, but it's actually more spiritually philosophical, or philosophically spiritual in nature, because I'm not really much of a religious guy. I'm much of a spiritual and philosophical guy. All right, so that's your Sunday medicine for today. As a Christian, please, or even non-Christian Muslims, don't get into all that whole black cool nonsense anyway. So I'm talking to Christians in this particular case. All right, stop being scammed by pastors. They're not speaking no goddamn tongues. They don't know what they are saying when they are talking all that gibberish. You hear me? Bye for now, and thanks for watching.